So for my engineers that have drinking the AI Kool-Aid and aren't in meetings all day, and you don't work in big tech, and the software that you're working on, no one is going to perish from a bad line of code, and you're not working for NASA, putting rocket ships on the moon, or I forget Elon's company's name, but his company that puts rockets on the moon, SpaceX. What does your workflow look like? I feel like at this point in time, I've created such a good workflow with just skills that I'm able to almost fully automate the code that was written. Right, I can literally take all the business logic that's in Linear or in Jira or Trello, whatever. I can pull it down, I can feed it into Claude. Claude gets an understanding of our code base. I then have Claude grill itself. So it's Matt, I think it's in Pollock. I took his grill me skill, which, if you're not familiar with it, it essentially keeps on asking you questions until you reach a shared understanding between yourself and whatever model you're using, which keeps you in the loop. Um, so it keeps asking you questions until you reach a shared understanding, and then you start implementing the code. I changed it because I'm trying to iterate myself out of the loop, to be honest, and just get the code that's output to be as good as possible of something that I'd actually write. So now I have it Claude grill itself. It continually grills itself, and then if there's an architecture decision or something that needs to be made, then it pulls me into the loop. Okay, so it spins, it loops for a while. Once it reaches the implementation, all the specs are passing. I then spin up a tmux session. I don't, Claude does. It then automatically spins up a tmux session, and it spins up Codex, and then Codex looks at the PR. It writes to a status file essentially, and then I have a watcher watching that status file. Okay, and then it writes its review to that status file. Claude sees it. Claude checks what Codex says. It then makes the changes if it thinks it's valid, but it doesn't also allow Codex to bully it. So it keeps on bounces back and forth, back and forth. I then PR it. I look at the code, and then humans look at the code, and then it merges. So it's really just bossing Codex and Claude around all day, and I'd like to get to a point where I really am not even bossing them. Like they have the general idea and they just go. So that like begs the question is like, okay, what are we going to do? Like, what is this? Is this engineering now? Which I mean, it's fine by me, but I'm just kind of curious what others are doing. All right, peace.